your overall thoughts about the match tonight?
Yeah, amazing night. Super proud of everybody. That was a vintage SAFC performance from start to finish. Bounced back after going down early again, which is kind of a theme and a habit that we have to break. But super proud of everyone for fighting back and dominating the game from that point on.
What do you think was the difference that allowed you guys to get the win this week? Whereas, like you alluded to, conceded early in the last two matches, both at home, so kind of similar circumstances there. Why was tonight different? Why were you able to come back and win this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough season. It's taken a while for us to kind of figure ourselves out. I know Alan mentioned it, but we had a really long players meeting on, I think it was Tuesday. Lasted about 2 hours. And we said, listen, we got to figure this out. Everyone was super honest. A lot of hard things were said. We had a good conversation though, and this past week at training was fantastic from start to finish from every single player. And I think it just comes down to the attitude. Everyone's a great footballer. Everyone's got talent and skill. But the thing that differentiates us from other teams is our mentality in the past. And I think this week we really bought into that and didn't make any excuses, and we just kept the foot on the gas, and that was the result tonight. Yeah, it's one game. We still have a pretty tough road ahead of us. So listen, we gotta get back at it early this coming week because we have two massive games coming up.
Yeah, you alluded to the players-only meeting. Since Alan mentioned it, we were definitely going to be asking about that. I imagine you don't want to say much more about sort of what exactly was said or the overarching themes. Did it feel like maybe that was something you guys should have gotten done sooner, and it might have led to some better performances and results earlier?
Yeah, and that was mentioned too, but throughout the season it's been really difficult to have that meeting just because we've been down so many bodies. So we could have had the meeting, but it really didn't make sense because not a lot of our players were available. We're playing with the academy boys who stepped up in a big way, but there's no reason to draw them into that conversation. It just kind of was what it was. We were trying to get through that part of the season, still head above water. And then when everyone comes back, we need to give everyone the time to play the way that we play. And after the loss against Rhode Island, it was time to really sit down as a team and analyze what we were doing. Figure out what people's honest, raw thoughts were. And it was so needed. It was uncomfortable, but it was really needed.
And a win like this, especially coming from behind, and especially the strong second half y'all had, how does a win like this help you going, or help the team? I guess the confidence and the mentality of the team going on a 2-match road trip against El Paso and Colorado Springs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've gone down so much this year, and we've really struggled to dig ourselves out of that hole and fight through the game and really believe that we can get something from it. So although I would prefer us not go down 1-0 tonight, the fact that we had the resilience and the willpower to keep pushing and buying into what we said we were going to do all week, and to execute that, and to get the tying goal, and then to not just rest down and say, listen, we could take a tie here, it still wouldn't be that bad, we get a point. We kept pushing, and it was uncomfortable, but that's what winners do, and I think it was a really good night for that. It set a good foundation for the next 4 games.
Winning goal obviously comes with a bit of luck from you guys, a deflection from Sacramento, but feels like this year you guys have had a lot of bad luck go against you. So how did it kind of feel to, in that moment, finally have something go your way like that?
Yeah, I mean, a goal is a goal, right? And I don't really care how we get it at this point. I don't think everyone else in the stands did as well. And credit to the fans too. It was a fantastic night. I think we put on a good performance for them, and they really backed us up when we needed it. So full credit to everyone for coming out tonight and supporting us. And I was talking to Pablo last night. We were watching one of the games, and we were saying, damn man, like we haven't had the ball fall our way this year, and we need that. But the ball falls your way when you earn it. We were pushing for it tonight. We were putting them under pressure. We were putting balls into the box, putting them in very uncomfortable situations, and you can see what happens when the pressure's right and when we're doing the right things. It might not always be the prettiest goal, but listen, you put them under pressure in the box, it's awkward, and it goes in the goal, and listen, 3 points.